For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes, the mahi never stops. Nominate the unsung heroes in your touch community that go above and beyond. They could win $5,000 to invest into the sport we love. Nominate today.
Kia ora touch whānau, welcome to Quick Hit, your short, sharp and touch relevant warm-up, with the aim of warming up and moving those important body parts before kicking into activity. The Quick Hit warm-up requires minimal space, minimal time, and allows for innovation.
E ngā iwi e ngā hapu o te motu nei. Whakatau mai rarau mai rā. A titiro mai rā ki tēnei whakapāhotanga o Pāpāoro Aotearoa. A ko tēnei te wāhanga Hanumu Ruatakau Mātahi. Te kemu tua whao tō tātou Pāpāhotanga. I wanganui nā kapa e rua ko Thames Valley ki tētahi taha, ko Taranaki ki tētahi atu. A ko Harley Wall. Māua ko Maya Williams nā kai whakapāho o tēnei Pāpāhotanga. Mihi atu nei anō ki a koutou katoa. Ki te parihauraki, tai atu ki te maunga titohea, ara ko maunga Taranaki. E tū nei, ko nā whakataitai nui rawa atu o te ao, ara ko Matatini. He whakaaro ana ki a koutou katoa I reira. And of course, I'm sure all the whānau back home in Taranaki will be one eye on Matatini, but also one eye on their rangatahi that will be taking the field today, this afternoon. For their 21 mixed fixture against Thames Valley. Maya, looking forward to this game. What are your thoughts and who are some of the players we should be looking out for in your opinion? Yeah, I'm usually a little bit biased in terms of my looking forward to this game. Being a Thames Valley lad myself, it's always great to see our incredible rangatahi from our area being on broadcasts like this. I know there'll be so many whānau and friends back home, school teachers that'll be super proud to be able to see these players out here, just like the Taranaki region as well. As you said, Te Matatini, how amazing is Te Matatini? I tell you what, if you're not watching this and you're watching Te Matatini, you might get a pass because I can understand why. What would be better is actually you come down here, you download the Te Matatini app and you can watch both at the same time. But today, finals day, exceptional down there. But I'm looking forward to this game, absolutely. Both teams, probably not quite the results once again that they would have liked. But Taranaki, great to see them here again at the national event. Don't know who's going to win this one. I won't ask you, so you don't need to ask me. But what I will ask you at home to do is get your phones out, scan the QR code so you can nominate your home ground hero. I'll be harping on about this all day. It's just such a special way that we can acknowledge our homegrown heroes. $5,000. Like Harley said earlier, not just one, you can nominate as many as you want. So please get your phones out and do that. That'll pop up again just before halftime. But into this one, the fourth of our live stream games here on day 2 of the 2025 Bunnings Warehouse Nationals. Naki have come out of the gates flying. Referee right on the spot. Good D, Thames Valley. Let's see what they have. You have Naki connections, don't you? That's home for me, yeah. So I think we're both sitting on either side of the fence in this game. It should be fun to call. One thing I've noticed already, and also one thing that we just know in general about the 21 mixed grade is it's fun, it's free-flowing, and we certainly got off to that kind of start today. 5th touch this time, Thames Valley. Taranaki quick off the mark there to stop that try, or that opportunity from proceeding. A lot of these players perhaps also involved with the youth nationals, of course, Taranaki 18 mix, very strong, silver medalists at that one, and a few names that are recognisable. Taranaki as well with an open mixed team here, so you can see that their focus has certainly been on the mixed grades. 5th touch this time. Gray right to left from Liam Day. Was that enough to get the try? And it looks like it. The referees are pointing to the spot for our first one. We'll have another look at that very shortly on the Bunnings Warehouse replay. Yeah, this is an exceptional effort from the winger. Great, first of all, great catch. Dodges the touch, gets herself up, and before the Pounamu number 1, the shutting defender, can get across with Thames Valley, she gets across it. Sensational effort from the winger for Taranaki.
we've made mention so far of one of our referees, but Memihi, Katika, ki te hunga, kai wawau, e wawau nei I tēnei kēmu, so John Wright, Joachim Wanahi and Cody Thomas.
Forward pass likely. Yep, we see a signal from the sideline referee, referee Wright, joined by Joachim Wanahi and Cody Thomas for this fixture. Taranaki has started well. I liked what they did through that orange zone in the previous set. Finished things off well by the winger, obviously. Just getting on the outside, creating numbers. Nice little tip on. We've seen her create a miracle earlier. Couldn't quite get that one, though. Teams Valley going to need to be careful here. They're getting broken down in the middle. Defensively a little bit too easy. Making the job significantly harder for the wingers and links.
Special mention Thames Valley, 2 teams this year in the 21 mix. So it's awesome to see such great growth in Little here in the province. And it looks like their hard work in this set is coming to fruition. Their first try on the right-hand side through Jade Waite.
Yeah, Jade Waite, one of the key female players in the area. She's been playing up in these grades for probably 7 years, and she's still very, very young. I think it was 14 when she was first playing in this. Strong player, confident player, really intelligent young lady too, so really good at picking things up. Set up there by Rimu Alexander, one of the more gifted players down in the area.
Getting the basics right so far, past halfway. Transitioning new players on.
Just been quiet so far has Max Baker, giving that penalty away, not just letting it go. Hasn't found his rhythm yet. He's a key player here in this Thames Valley team.
We can hear a lot of comms on the field from the referees, maybe not yet so much from the players, but what's really good to see is the compliance defensively in particular. Referees are expecting certain standards, and so far the players are meeting it. Let's see if Taranaki can optimise this opportunity here. Big right to left play over to Sally Clough, and the referees give the all clear. Taranaki with their second try. Just a great setup off the 32. Knew to look long, players in the right position, and a great finish there from Taranaki.
Yes, unfortunately, as stated earlier, the defence breaking down in the middle between the male players for the Thames Valley team, making it nigh on impossible for the wingers. Unfortunately, it is a characteristic of touch in the Valley. Just the boys getting out of structure. Good defence, Taranaki.
Really lifting off the line, the middles are, and taking away those easy opportunities for Thames Valley. So they'll have to work hard if they want to cross the line again. I'm impressed so far with how composed, in particular the female players are. We haven't had too many errors at all. Playing well so far today. Big pick here from Liam Day. And it looks like it might have come off. Another try here for Taranaki.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the replay, to see if it was just poor post-touch technique here, whether it just came back too straight rather than pulling the corner and sending them back to the numbers. Again, the middles of Thames Valley defensively need to get right back on the same page. 3-1, Taranaki definitely been the dominant team to start this first half. Harley, they've looked polished. The girls have been fantastic on both defence, very accurate through that orange zone.
The ideas are there, the execution not quite. I'm sure Thames Valley will recoup after each set and assess where they need to put their attention in order to Get across that line, Taranaki, though, seeming very solid through the middle of the field. A foot just in the ruck there, you can see. They'll advance the ball forward 10 metres.
Just for the viewers out there who are wondering which penalties gets advanced or not, basically, is the rule of thumb, Harley, if it's a penalty infringement that happens post-touch, they get they come forward 10 metres. Any penalty infringement that happens prior to or at the touch, they happen at the mark.
Yeah, that's correct. That's certainly the easiest way to differentiate that. And Taranaki sneak through for another one. Through number 12, Case Raven. Some really solid individual play. And eyes up footy here, we can see just an opportunity, like you said earlier, Thames Valley just coming unattached and unconnected in the middle there, and it's creating all these easy opportunities for Taranaki to cross the line and score.
Yeah, there's no connection in the middle for Thames Valley. We've got people going up to make touches. There's no comms to the shutter. The shutter's very much disconnected, so easy fixes, but if they don't get fixed, the score could get away from them. Mato Alexander now with the ball, both him and his brother Rimu. Great young kids. Forward pass, unfortunately. Like that line run there from Pounamu. It's not a move see too often back in our area. It's great to see that they've developed, put that into the arsenal. Fortunately, it was forward. Good D Taranaki, though. And this, just watch this machine as it goes downfield, Harley.
Yeah, they just keep rolling. And it's certainly paying off for them as they get down to the other end. Full credit to the coaching staff. It's all about getting the basics right. What's the call here? It's a reset. So a full set of 6. E haere ake nei ki te taho o Taranaki.
Just wanting to see the Thames Valley middles be connected. Look, with both of them up there. No one back ready to shut. Got away with that one. Needs to be working a lot better. Much better there. Good work. That's what you want them to see. Knowing their jobs. Much better comms between these three. What can Taranaki do? Excellent work. We just see when the boys are connected, obviously the girls can be in better positions pre-touch, so they're not having to chase out or chase in so much. We've seen there Jade Waite snuffed that one out, so well done, lads. It's the way you need to defend the rest of this game. Obviously good defence leads into this area, making it a lot easier. We've just seen the opposite there. We've seen Taranaki on that last dump. Both middles up, both facing each other. That's never a good sign when you're looking at each other. So obviously it was easy to get on the outside into a 3-on-2. On the outside here, Thames Valley with the numbers. Draw and pass, good catch. Nice patience there from the Thames Valley link. 2-4.
And still plenty of time left. It's good to see that Thames Valley's made some adjustments defensively first, but also eyeing up some really cool opportunities for themselves on attack here. I think Taranaki will be disappointed with that last defensive effort. They kind of broke down for them. And there's another sort of uncharacteristic, just got caught there at half. Early in the touch count. And the play on call here from, hang on. Looks like a little error there on the roll ball for Thames Valley.
Not taking the ball, taking care of the ball, putting yourself under pressure. Yeah, shout out to both coaches, Aaron Riddick and Emerson Gray for Taranaki, and long-time coach and contributor to Thames Valley Touch, both Troy Hirawani and Samuel Stanley. That sounds odd saying his full name properly. Oh, excellent catch. Tough pass. Had speed out in front. No room to move on the sideline. Great catch here from Taranaki. You're looking pretty chuffed with yourself there, Harley, is it? You know,
is it because I'm quiet? I'll let the players speak for
it's
themselves.
It's the big smile on your face that Taranaki are winning 5-2.
But full credit, just really strong connections, I think, for Taranaki. And you can tell that they're not just walking into this game. They've done their homework. They've worked together to build those connections. And they know where their strengths are. Drawing players in from the inside out and then working towards distributing the ball out to their outside players as well to score the tries.
That option isn't on. Unfortunately, Thames Valley have gone to it 3 times. They're not creating any lateral movement by the defence, and yet they're still going out to that. So when the boys get it right, it's looking easy for the whole team. When they're not quite getting things right, both defensively and on attack, it's making it too easy for Taranaki, and you don't need to help them out. They've had a fantastic start.
We've got the same pod on. I'm really interested to see if they do the same thing again, or whether they've got the foresight to look to, play to what's in front of them. As we speak to it. This is really important. Just to, hey, have a look. What's the defense giving us? And an opportunity comes right in front of them. Yeah,
something out of nothing. Again, it looked like they were going to make some mistakes. Not moving the defense at all, just being very static, allowing 1 point defender to get up. But unfortunately, not maybe staying connected enough was the 16 for Taranaki. Eva Martin in a hard place. It's coming in to help out and leaving a 2-on-1 down the short side.
Oh, got a lot of contact at that play.
Meaningful touch, as Mr. Wilkie would say.
And an error there from Taranaki. At the roll ball, Thames Valley now want to get back down to that other end of the field, where they've had a little bit more success recently. Still plenty of time. E ono miniti e toi ana I tēnei wahanga tuatahi o te Kemu. And a fresh set of 6.
Styles Barclay there with a bit of footwork. We'd like them to move the defence here, the Valley team. He sort of can make something from nothing. Can Rimu Alexander very, very fast. Just got on the outside of the defender and really at that point had no chance.
And for Taranaki, it's the same side now 3 times that they've been scored upon. Just that disconnect, especially where they've got 2 female players on that same side. I'm sure they'll have a bit of a corridor about that at half-time, about how they can be a bit more connected to stop these easy tries to Thames Valley. Looking for a second phase option, but decided to hold back and play on the 7.
That hole's not getting any smaller in the middle of the field, is it? We're starting to notice teams trying to play away from it in terms of where the roll ball's at. Again, being beaten in the middle of the field, get away with it with a forward pass, but then all the girls have to sink in on this right-hand side, which meant the overlap was outside. Unfortunately, it was forward that time for Taranaki. Be surprised if anyone catches him. Again, just using his speed. Asset for anyone. He's got bucket loads. Good work there, Alexander. Nice little hit back period of time here for Thames Valley. We're down by 3 at one stage. Got back in, got one a little while ago. Now 2 in a row by this man. Gets them back 5-all.
And we can see just another breakdown defensively from Taranaki. Disconnected there. Middle was high. Didn't make the touch. And no communication there was probably the reason why. There was no support coming from the other side to try and slow Alexander down to prevent that try. 5-all. 4 minutes to go in the half.
Oh, good work there from the link. The defender pulling his corner, but sort of not doing the job. Well done there from the link. Good work, Marto. Nice start.
Just gets a hand to it there in the passing lane. So a fresh set of 6 now for Thames Valley.
Taranaki in that first 5 minutes looked absolutely outstanding. I wouldn't say they've dropped off. I think Thames Valley just lifted up to meet them. You see, his brother got one like this earlier, and we see Will Baker, the number 4 for Valley, score a try in similar circumstances. He had to run 20 though, his brother only 7. Again, not really much on, just getting on the outside, seeing the gap and taking it and using his pace. Well done now. Real change in this one, Harley, from being 3 down to now being 1 up.
Yeah, huge shift, particularly on attack. I think Thames Valley playing with a lot of conviction, and it feels to me that Taranaki's just gone silent on defence. It's that same position on the outside of the left middle is where Thames Valley keeps scoring. How many times is Taranaki going to let them get away with it?
Oh, nice little movement there from the Taranaki winger. Luckily, though, for Thames Valley, Jade Waite was equal to it. Female players from both sides have been sensational, haven't they, in this first half, Harley, in terms of the accuracy with their jobs.
I agree, and we mentioned earlier on in this first half about, it's sort of the disconnect for the boys in the middle here, and it's going both sides. So full credit to our female players for holding their mana down in this game. As I say that, unfortunate error there from Thames Valley. But an opportunity now, Taranaki, to turn the tide. They've had 3 tries scored against them in a row, and now find themselves in the unfamiliar position of being down 1.
Oh, got away with that one. We've seen that touch there with a little bit more than just the hands in it. Interrupted it, and we were able to defend it. Seems really now. Nice little extra pass. Forward, though. Referee won a heat. Great opportunity for Taranaki. Interesting period. Well, it's probably a key period of the game. Harley going into half-time. Thames Valley having been down for so long, getting back in. They'd love to take that momentum into the half-time by being up 1. Taranaki having that momentum wrestled off them, that initial momentum. They'd love to go in at least even. Pretty good attack, pretty good defence. Equal there from both teams. 2 to go, it looks like.
Really well defended there from Thames Valley. Taranaki not really throwing anything new at them, and maybe on attack just not quite spacing themselves well.
What I like about both of the Taranaki wingers is the ability, when they catch the ball, they don't just die with the ball. Someone's coming across. They've got footwork, they've got speed. They're reading where the defenders are. 20 seconds to go. Penalty on halfway. Taranaki just taking probably a little bit too much time. They're probably only going to get this touch in the next roll ball.
Yeah, it's interesting that they started so well. When they get the momentum going, they're really powerful. But when they start to slow the ball down and go static, I don't think it actually plays in their favour. I'm sure they'll talk about it as the hooter sounds. Last play. There we have it, our first half. Wahanga Tua Tahi o tēnei kemu. Kuatou.
That is half-time, folks. Half-time for that round. That's
Ono ki te rima, ki te taho o Thames Valley, ki te pare hauraki.
Bunnings National.
Kaue haere tawhiti atu. Ai haere ake nei, ko te wāhanga tuarua.
Pulman Park in general, I'm proudly alive here.
For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes, the mahi never stops. Nominate the unsung heroes in your touch community that go above and beyond. They could win $5,000 to invest into the sport we love. Nominate today.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes, the mahi never stops. Nominate the unsung heroes in your touch community that go above and beyond. They could win $5,000 to invest into the sport we love. Nominate today.
Ko kia ora mai koutou katoa ki tēnei whakapāhotanga o te 2025 Bunnings Warehouse National Touch Championships atu I Takanini I Tāmaki Makaurau e mihi atu nei kia koutou kua whakahono mai ki tēnei pāpāhotanga o te rānei, tēnei te wā whakatā, te wā weherua. This is half time between Taranaki, Thames Valley, 21 mix. It is 6-5 at the moment. Lots of tries so far. We're getting treated to some of the highlights. As we saw in the first half, Taranaki off to a flying start, going out to a very early lead. They were up by 3 at one stage. This is a great try being set up here from Liam Day, going out to the right-hand side. Or left-hand side, I should say. But equally, strong strike back here, in particular from the Bakers and the Alexanders, putting the mahi together for the Thames Valley side. And taking the lead at the moment, 6 tries to 5.
30 seconds.
Maya, your thoughts on the first half so far?
Well, you talk about a flying start. I'm just catching myself gazing out the window and looking at the mini planes, I guess, coming from the Ardmore Air Base. I'm not sure the terms, but we've got barrel rolls going. We've got loop-de-loos. I'm definitely sure that's not an accurate term used in the plane world. But no, yeah, cool first half. Good little battle. I'm glad it's nice and tight. Thames Valley definitely picked up from, a slow first period in that first half. Taranaki come out, absolutely hit the ground running. But like I said a couple of times during that first half, the accuracy, the commitment, the impact that the wahine players from both teams are having is outstanding. So I guess it's the set of boys that join their wahine on that level that will take this one out. We see the QR code, come up again for our home ground heroes. Nominate yours simply by using your camera on that QR code. Get into the link, nominate your home ground hero for one of those $5,000 packs, proudly sponsored by the Bunnings Warehouse. Went into a forward pass there, would have been better to let it drop. Phoenix McCain, outstanding player, one of the top players in the Poro College team at the secondary school nationals. Real athlete, good at everything he does. This is really good from Taranaki. Second touch. Third now, nearly at the 10-metre line. Nice work. Taranaki have worked their way down this field really well. They're setting things up now. Yeah, no excuse for that one. That's just a simple shot policy that didn't go well there for Thames Valley. Hopefully not starting the way that they did in that first half.
Taranaki will be happy with that start to the second half. Try again there from Liam Day. Mahi Paia Kalani Lui Hoki. 6 tries to 6. Anyone's game still. Plenty of time on the clock.
One of the more higher scoring games, isn't it, Harley? I tell you what, it just goes to show how awesome that first one was in our open women's grade. The quality and also the number of touchdowns scored. Yeah, just putting out Honam under a little bit too much pressure there. It almost looked like a short ball running in a league line. Taranaki, though, that's exactly what they wanted to do, defend that touchdown they scored.
We see them progress towards the 7-metre line. This is a good opportunity here now if they can find their players on the outside. But equally, what a great touch there from Thames Valley to stymie that attack.
Max Baker with the ball, gets Thames Valley heading forward. Matai Alexander this time, gets him across halfway. One of the try scorers in that first half, the 16 there, Kyla Bergen. Oh, I was wondering what's going on there. Looks like everyone's just looking. I was like, is this a play on? Or haven't heard no whistle. Touch and pass or forward pass?
Touch and pass was the call, I think.
Good lift up there from the 11. Well done, Harley Harris.
Great name, that. Here's a try scorer from the first and second half, actually. Liam Day, but he wasn't. We're on the roll ball. Got to get those mechanics right when we're out there on the field.
Been pretty accurate, the rest, haven't they? There's not much they've missed, and it has been advantageous, the stuff they've been calling, which is great. Alexander now, Rimu, sorry. Just pulling that defence wide. Good work there from Phoenix McLean. Looking go back to the short side. That's sort of what they weren't doing in the first half, right? They were just standing in the middle of the field and waiting for someone to come up and touch them. We've seen that. Phoenix McLean knew exactly what he wanted to do, dragging the Taranaki defence to his left-hand side, creating bigger gaps between the middle defenders, going looping around, stepping back in, creating that space for Rimu. Unfortunately, the shutting link couldn't quite get there. Much better. 7-6 now to Thames Valley, I think it is.
Defensively, the link, I think, was in a good position, but because they had spaced themselves so well on attack, she was caught in two minds and decided to go out, creating that space there for Thames Valley to score. Dummy half the call. Space was there, timing wasn't quite. 7-6 to Thames Valley as our current score. He Hamene, kua karangatia e te kai wawao, a heavy touch. And Thames Valley will proceed forward up the field with a fresh set of 6.
A little bit more intensity, isn't there, Alien, just creeping into this one, which is fantastic. As we see, Kyla just continues to work hard. Outside now, back towards the middle. Be interesting to see what this pod can do. Outside with Max. Just looking to use his gas to get on his outside. Got into a foot race. Well done from the Taranaki defender. Ferris, maybe, is it? Number 13. Both defences now sort of lifting up off the line a lot more, aren't they? Harley trying to shut down the other team's attack.
Yeah, certainly become more of a ruck kind of game as to who can win that space on the field now. There's some numbers on the outside, but kua taka ke te poro ki te papa. Kua roa tonu e toi ana I tēnei kemu. Plenty of time left in this game for both teams. We've had a lot of tries. I'm sure we're going to get a few more.
Eva Martin is just solid as a rock, the 16, the link for Taranaki. And she really works hard. Sometimes you'll catch her almost over the 50, the middle of the field, and she knows she has all this space to cover. One of those players that I'm sure every coach would love to have, just gives everything to the team. Seven 6, Valley up by 1. Harley, how are you feeling?
Oh, still sticking with it. I think Taranaki's got the goods. They just need to stick to what they're very good at, which is yards. And when they're starting to come apart already in the last two sets, as their yards haven't been as clinical as they need to be. But equally, full credit to Thames Valley. They're really lifting defensively through that orange zone, taking away what Taranaki are good at. Great pass. What's the call here from the referees? They're happy. That's the all clear in Thames Valley. Another try.
Good pass, but much, much better setup. We see here, just look, the defenders were heading towards the right, and that's exactly when you want to go, to the left. That's exactly when you want to go back to the right. So great work there from the coaching crew for that Thames Valley team to make those adjustments that definitely weren't being implemented in that first part of the first half. But also congrats to the boys in the middle from being able to take those instructions from coach. Taranaki now down by 2. Definitely want to be hitting back here. Liam Day with a big left to right. Obviously one of the talents from back in the Taranaki area, Liam Day. We've seen him have a key part to play so far in this game. Set up a couple of the tries. Defensively very strong. Just making sure that getting the roll ball in the right area. Thames Valley trying to be sneaky, started in the middle. We see White, he calls, you have to go laterally first. Oh, that's a pick up.
Great hands.
Owes them a Powerade after. Fourth touch on halfway. Martai now going to set this one up. Max off the back of Martai, gets into a foot race again. Good place to finish. Down on the 7 metre line. Probably would have preferred it to be on that right-hand side. But a good end to that set, all the same.
More settled defensively for Taranaki as well, in a better position. Square, you could say, but also hands available in case they need to reach out for any touches. So, unfortunately, just coming apart there on attack. I think they're trying to push it a little bit too far now that they're down 2. Don't need to panic, still 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, just seeing Liam Day obviously looking like he was going to be able to break through. Couldn't quite do it. Getting into a good part of the field now. Yeah, you could hear the referee in the background, couldn't you, calling the number 5 out, the winger for Taranaki. Good refereeing, nice and early comms. Had a bit of a referee change by the looks, Haas.
Yeah, new referee on the field. I'm sure he'll offer the same consistency that we've had for the rest of the game. And another great setup in the middle there from Thames Valley. The all clear again given by Al Kaiwa. We'll have another look at that very quickly now on the Bunnings Warehouse replay.
And the old dirt hole spot in the middle. Again, you see teams getting away from it. Just getting caught, sucked in a little bit there. Was the number 5, Portia Huffam. Out by 3 now. By no stretch of the imagination is this one done. We've seen almost a similar situation, didn't we, in the first half where it was actually Taranaki with 10 minutes to go who are out by 3. Team Jelly come across and scored 4. They'll be trying to make sure Taranaki don't.
Can't think of many games where I've seen one team was up by 3 and now the other team's up by 3. Very much so a case of anything can happen. Oh, ran out of space, unfortunately. The options weren't quite as present as they needed to be for Taranaki, and gets caught 7 metres out. Thames Valley, though, continue to roll on. They've certainly won the middle part of the field now. They've wrestled that back from Taranaki and also are starting to really win the green zone because they've scored a couple of easy tries here and are now in a good position to strike again. But great touch there, number 9, Damond.
Just a couple of uncharacteristic penalties that Max has given away. He is a coach's dream, that kid. Very intelligent kid, great player. Loves learning. Maybe just trying to slow things down. No need to do that. They just need to continue to play the same way that they have. That's what's got them that 6 touchdown turnaround. Nice yards. We see Mauri. Here he is, Day into the end zone, looking to link up. Ooh.
And a penalty.
Holding?
Yeah, holding penalty, the call.
Must have been a player off screen. Couldn't quite see that in the picture. Referee Wanahi. Right on the spot. Taranaki now. What can Day do here? Liam Day. Defender just gets back in time. Good touch. Kalani Lewis, I think it was. Nearly scored. The Thames Valley player. I'd say we're going to go back for a penalty here if this goes to nothing. Oh, well done by the winger. Great work. Getting left out on her lonesome was Tiari Ballantyne. Just like the work here, Harry, of the winger. Knew that they had an overlap. So often you can get into these situations and just rush and throw it back in, but she didn't. She drew the winger away, creating that space for her inside player. Well done to Taranaki. Hit back, key time.
Yeah, very important and very difficult skill to do in a confined space, but also confined time-wise. So well done, Taranaki. Great teamwork. Love to see it. This time, Thames Valley dancing just close to the try line. A penalty's been awarded, though.
Do you know the name of that referee that's coming?
Yeah, Te Iho Kapa.
Oh, ooh.
Shutter just too late there, Thames Valley for another try.
I'd like to see the replay from the end zone to see how close that touch was. It looked like if she did make the touch, it would have had to be before the ball was down. See it here. Oh, no. Good work there. Well done, Mitchell Davenport. Diving touch, just unfortunately a little bit too late. Back out by 3, 6 to go. Taranaki needing to be next to score to give themselves any chance. See how far that right-hand winger is for Thames Valley. There should be a heap of space out there. Referee happy with the 7 metres.
So the one thing that I'm struggling with now for Taranaki is they just kind of sit and wait for Thames Valley to come forward instead of using the ball and trying to move them laterally at the same time. I think there's a lot that can be said about not just waiting for the team, but, forcing them to come out, using the ball to your advantage as well.
Good set so far. Strong touch. What does referee go with? Hard touch. Probably the correct call there. Got in that ruck. Used a bit of his hip. Needing to be strong, though. Could easily have gone the other way. Fresh set. Looks like they're running a sweep play. No, they faked the sweep play. Oh, I like the move, but fantastic defense there. Pretty sure it was Damon. Well, the last name like that, I'm sure he's related to the legend from over those ways. Alexander McCain. Good defense. Great shot from the winger from Taranaki. Love to see them run that move again. It's quite a nice move. Taranaki doing the hard yards on the defensive line. Third reset set.
That skill to catch the ball while you're on your back.
You're almost making it a little bit easy for the Taranaki defense, to your point with what you're saying, your confusion with the Taranaki's attackers. They're just staying central. They're not really moving the defense laterally. This is a lot better here. Taking them out to that right, creating space on this left-hand side. No, not another reset. Well defended there from Taranaki. Almost nearly 2 minutes they spent in that little period of time there on their line. Great set of defense. Can take confidence from that. Now what can they do with Day on the ball? Great platform set. Oh, just unfortunately bounced it.
Fortunate call there, Taranaki in the position this time. Under 3.5 minutes remaining. They need a try here if they want to try and close the gap with Thames Valley.
They've been pretty lethal, this combo. Lewison, Day. Day decides to go back to this left-hand side. They've got numbers. Excellent work there from Noah Blundell. Didn't really have much time to catch and pass, but he did it. Not only that, it was really accurate. As we see the Taranaki winger go across. Lewis here. Day fakes and goes to the short side. Hardly any time did Blundell. Great pass out to the winger. I think that was Portia Huffam, the number 5. 8-2, enough time on the clock. Valley score, she's probably game, but if they don't, she's game on.
Crucial set here in the game for both teams, but particularly for Taranaki defensively. They won't want to have any errors.
Baker now, what has he got? Went for a fake out to an in. 2 minutes, Sally, isn't enough time.
2 minutes is a lifetime, but whether it's enough in a game of touch to claw back 2 tries, it means they have to try or score a try on the set. They really have to get down past halfway on this next touch.
Valley just rolling. It's the opposite of what they need to be doing.
Oh, no.
Oh, strong touch. Hard done by or not?
No, she lost her footing and then lost the ball on the way, unfortunately. The call is what the call is, but Taranaki will rue that. It might be the difference now. They have to lift here to try and slow down this Thames Valley team.
Thames Valley hot on attack. If you are wondering what's coming up next, we do have a round off after this one. So it is only 15 minutes. Don't go too far, though, because we're straight back for our 2:10 clash. But here we have Valley. Oh, avoids 3 defenders. Ooh, 6 touch. Great dive from Lewis.
Ko tahi miniti e toi ana i tēnei kēmu. E ngana ana a Taranaki. E kōkiri whakamua ana tonu. Not a lot of time left on the clock. But they're still giving it their all. They want to close this gap further.
Day and Lewis, they've had an exceptional game. Just see their bundle coming into the zone late in the second half. Good defence though. 20 seconds to go. Unfortunately, Harley. Taranaki won't get the chocolates in this one. But be proud of their efforts. Girls from both teams being absolutely outstanding.
Tika rawa. Very interesting game actually to analyse. You could almost break it up into 3 different games all in one. Taranaki took the lead early. Thames Valley wrestled it back and then held on for an impressive 10-8 win. 21 mixed game. That's our 4th live stream game of the day over and done with. Me mihi atu ki te taha o te Pariahuraki o Thames Valley. Kua toa i tēnei kēmu. Ka nui hoki te mihi kia Taranaki. E whai ake nei nā kēmu. E rua, e toi ana. Open men's, open women's. We'll be back very shortly with more action here from Takanini, the 2025 Bunnings National Touch Championships. Kia ora rā.